Joining is about community, and it's about people being in an environment that allows them to be the best they can be, and everyone living from their heart, everyone with open heart, from a place of unconditional love, where there's just real acceptance of each other and where we are in our lives and in our journey, and just connecting at a heart level. It shows you what our potential really is, potential for this planet and for humanity, when everyone comes from that place. And I love this connection with people. 3 days of absolute intense connection. It's amazing the energy that it generates. It just fills you full of hope for mankind. And after the joining, we kind of take that home with us, and the ripple effect flows out to our families and our communities and our workmates, and we just see what's possible. It's about men and women breaking down these apparent differences between us, this apparent separation, and finding that we're all dealing with the same kind of stuff. And the workshops are there to allow us to work through that stuff, you know, and to break free of it.
Maybe tell me about, what was your first joining like? What was it like when you first went?
At first it felt pretty weird, you know. Really saw very quickly that this group of people were from every walk of life, every possible walk of life. That was amazing. They weren't all long-haired, freaky, hippie people, although there's some of us there. But they're from every walk of life, you know, professional people right through to gypsies and travellers. Who knows, you know, who you're going to meet. And that's an exciting element that I love too. It brings you into contact with people you wouldn't meet in everyday life too. And everyone has something to give. Everyone has something to share. Their stories, their inspirations, their wisdoms, you know, it's beautiful. And you see all that. You start to realise too that you belong to this greater community, that you're not separate. You know, the things you struggle with are the same things these people struggle with. And the joining is about giving you the tools in dealing with these things, you know, these challenges that we face in our lives, that all of us face around relationships and around our own personal well-being and so on. It's all there, you know. That's a big part of the intention of the joining, is giving people the tools they need to break free of apparent limitation, you know. The interaction between men and women, personally, one of the greatest things I love is meeting and talking with open-hearted women, you know, who are really open to life and to sharing and meeting at the same level. In the understanding that we are equal, that there is so much commonality between male and female that's just not recognised in general society, and finding those connections is just amazing. It's something that I had not experienced anywhere else prior, you know, and it was a bit scary when you first get there, you know. the old insecurities perhaps come to the surface and so on, but if you just hold, pretty soon you realize that everyone there at the gathering is there for the same reason. Everybody desires connection. We all look for that sense of belonging, and I love to say, found home. That's what I call the joining. It's home, the community. It's somewhere where I really feel at home. I love that aspect of it.
Mm.
It's about conscious community. Self-awareness. Being fully present. It's all of these things we read about and we agree with in a perhaps a hypothetical level or an intellectual level, but the joining is about seeing it in action, living it. And the community that generates, this common unity that we all have, actually living that and experiencing that is just something else. It's one thing to read it in a book, it's another thing to live it. The joining is the opportunity to do just that. It's an awesome experience. You start to realize what is possible for us all. That we can break free of these limitations that have been imposed on us and start to grasp our pure potentiality. It's just amazing.